Alright, so in today's tutorial, we'll be looking at some data operators in R. And to begin with, I'll urge you to watch my previous video on the introduction to R before you jump into the session. And in this tutorial, we'll be making use of the source editor or the script file. In our previous session, we looked at the R console. So first of all, we have to save this script file so that we can retrieve it. So we're going to use this button, Control S, or use this button to save. So I'm going to save this on my desktop where I downloaded the R Studio. So I'm going to save it in this folder. I'm going to name it tutorial 1. I'm going to save this. Okay. So now it's going to save, and I can later get access to it, right? So to begin with, this is what we did in our previous session. We can clear this environment by using this button, right? If we want, we can also clear the history, but we can leave it and just start with. So to begin, we can comment and write the topic of what we want to do. So I'm gonna start with data operators in R. So once you use this hashtag, is not going to run. It's going to comment it so that it wouldn't run in R, right? So I'm gonna start with arithmetic operators. So I'm gonna start with arithmetic operators, right? So that's one of the data operators in R. So to begin with, we can create a variable so that we can start with what we want to do. We can create a variable or an object so that the computation becomes a little bit easier and nicer, right? So I would like to assign, let's say, 4 to X, and also assign -2 to Y, and also assign, let's say, 15 to Z, right? So I think we are good to go. So once the cursor is on this line, I can just run, right? So once I run, it appears in the environment, right? So now we can make use of these values instead of just typing the values for -2 or just doing arithmetic with the numbers. We have object to deal with. So we would like to start with addition. So let's say X plus Y, right? So this is basically addition in R. So let's run this and see the results. So we have 2, and it's true. When you add this 2, you're gonna get what? 2, right? Then the next, we can look at subtraction. So let's say Z minus Y, right? So let's see the subtraction. Let's run this, and we have 17, yes, because this is minus, so it's going to be 17, right? Then we can also perform a multiplication. So let's say X times Y. So this is the symbol for multiplication, the asterisk. So we have multiplication. So if you run this, we have -8, which is true. 4 times -2 will give you -8, right? Then we can also look at division. X divided by, or let's say Z, okay, X divided by Y, right? So we use the forward slash for division in R. So we have division. Then we can also look at the power of a number. So let's say y. Let's run this first. So let's run this. So we have -2, right? And we can also perform the power of a number. So y raised to the power, let's say -3, right? This is the power of a number. Power of a number. So we know y to be -2 when you raise it to the power 3. What will be the result? So let's run this. Once the cursor is on the line, you can just run or use Control Enter to run. So that's -8, right? That's the result showing in the console. So we can also look at the modulo of a number, right? So let's say we have z mod x, right? So this is basically the mode of a number. Basically this gives us only the remainder after division, right? And we use the percentage sign, the double percentage sign, to get that result. So let's run this. Right, so we get 3, right? And you can see that it's true, right? When 15 divided by 4, we are going to get right, 3, remainder 3, right? So I think we are good to go. So the remainder is 3. Now we can also look at the last but not the least, we want to get only the quotient after division. So we can use this, right, x. So when we use the percentage sign divided by another percentage sign, z, yeah. So when we use this symbol, that's a percentage sign divided by percentage sign with the numbers in between them, then this gives us gives only the quotient after division, right? So let's run this, and that's 3, yeah, because when 15 divides 4, we are going to get 3, and there'll be a remainder of 3. So the remainder was given to be the modulo, which was 3, right? And the quotient is also 3. You can have a different value and look at it. Let's say 5. Let's say we have 2, right? So let's look at the result for this. The quotient is going to be 2, right? And if you want the modulo, you can just omit the forward slash and run this, and that gives you 1, right? So this is basically how to perform some data operators in R, basically some arithmetic operators. So in our next session, we'll be looking at how to how to deal with relational operators in R. So if you find value in this video, please don't forget to subscribe and also click on the notification to get any updates. Thank you for watching.